If you're watching this, it must be halftime-ish of Monday Night Football. Or you're watching it on some completely different day of the week and not even aware that here on Junk Wax Genius, we normally open old baseball cards, 2 packs a day on the main channel. But we're doing a little one-off during the football season where we provide you with some halftime entertainment. Hopefully you're finding this in the middle of the game on Monday and passing the time. So instead of listening to the Manning brothers, oh boy, talking about football, you can listen to some guy rediscover old football cards, 1 pack at a time on Junk Wax Genius. We're going to begin with 91 Stadium Club. We've got some 91 Upper Deck. We've got Pro Set from 1991. A lot of these are 1991. 1990 Fleer Premier Edition. 91 Bowman. Another Stadium Club. And then kind of the headliner here, 88 Topps. In the wax paper, there's bubble gum in there. That's the stuff. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. But we're going to begin with 91 Stadium Club. If watching a grown man open old sports cards is your jam, please do subscribe to the main channel. Normally it is baseball. I'm kind of not a huge football fan, but I'm remembering a lot of these names from playing Tecmo Super Bowl on the old NES. J.B. Brown, for example. Nice card there for J.B. Darrell Lewis wearing his college uniform. That's cool. Brent Williams. Lewis Sharp. Dwayne Bickett. There's a Reggie Roby. Ken Willis. Brett Perriman. Anthony Tony. Tony? How often do you think you got that joke? Tony. Tony. Eugene Marv. Warren Moon, I've heard of him. And Johnny Johnson. Johnny Johnson and Anthony Tony should get together and compare what it's like to have that kind of name. All right, Warren Moon, the star card of that pack of Stadium Club. We'll take a look at the backs for Cardception. That's where the rookie card featured on the back is the Stadium Club card that we're holding. And there we have it. There's one right there for Darrell Lewis. That's Cardception, where the card on the back is the card on the front. Inspired by the movie Inception, where they put dreams into dreams. You know what I mean. Anybody else? Not this time. All right. But there is another pack of Stadium Club waiting. Maybe we'll have it then. Let's roll on to the 91 Upper Deck, the premier edition of football cards for the Upper Deck company. In the familiar tamper-proof foil. And featuring some Upper Deck trademarks such as the tamper-proof or the counterfeit-proof hologram, now in a football shape. That's pretty cool. All right, let's begin. There's Brad Muster, a name that's Brad Muster. I know he's a running back. I recognize the name from, again, Tecmo Super Bowl. Dennis Smith, Brian Noble, and a guy's butt. William the Refrigerator Perry, who I've remarked before would be unremarkable in today's game. 6'2", 315. Unremarkable as a tackle. I don't know, maybe he's just big for that position, but just as football players go, 6'2", 315, not much to write home about in the year of our Lord, 2024. There's Rob Moore, Mel Gray. There's a superstar safety, Ronnie Lott. That's Ronnie Lott. Leonard Smith. Team MVP card for Barry Sanders. That's cool. It's got to be separate from his base card, right? All right, still Barry Sanders. Very nice. Star rookie, Stanley Richard. Steve Christie. And a star rookie there, Todd Light. Todd Light holding up his draft pick jersey. It was a different time. All right. Well, we got the Barry Sanders Team MVP card out of that one. Very nice. Let's roll on to the Pro Set. Shiny silver foil, 91 Series 1. I know nothing about it other than to tell you that this is NFL Pro Set and there are 12 cards inside. I think I opened 0 packs of this. 0 back in the day. No time like the present. Oh yeah, I remember this from previous episodes though. They make it difficult. Pro Set Platinum, no player name on the front. So we'll be doing a lot of turning over. That's Sterling Sharp. I'm assuming the card is of the Buccaneers player stiff arming the 49er and not the 49er. How awkward would that be for Broderick Thomas? There's a Jets player. That's Eric McMillan. Al Toon is the featured player here, the Jets receiver. Al Toon. From your in-studio football analysis, Howie Long, number 75 for the Oakland Football Raiders. Quarterback number 7, Ken O'Brien. This is a challenge. Like, maybe if you were a devoted football fan, you would recognize these guys at a glance back in the day, but this is I gotta admit, not many of these guys ring a bell. Fred Barnett? Barrett. I think that's Barnett. There's Steve McMichael, R.I.P., Mungo. Simon Fletcher. Number 92 is Bert Grossman. Assuming that's the Dolphin, the featured player on the card, and not the Colt. It is. That's Richmond Webb. Richmond Webb is our featured Dolphin there. And Tim Harris. I mean, for card design, just on the front, if you're an avid football fan, this is great. If you don't care about the name of the player or their position or what team they play for, I love this. You know, devote as much as you can to the photo on the front and just give us a little bit of supplemental information on the back. But, you know, all this time later, not ringing many bells. No offense. All right, we'll continue on with Fleer, the premier edition of football cards for Fleer, 1990. You got 15 cards in the pack, some randomly packed all-star or all-pro cards. Tamper-proof plastic, so no wax paper here. You can order a collector's pin. That's fancy. And a serial numbered first issue card. How about that? Fleer ahead of the game for serial numbered cards. Let's pull open some of this plastic wrap and see who's inside. We'll see if 1990 Fleer football is as boring as 1990 Fleer baseball. Oh, it's a prettier card. That's Leroy Irvin, Jim Kelly, QB Bills, for those, if you know, you know, Webster Slaughter, Albert Lewis, Roger Craig, excellent, Warren Moon, again, very good, Ricky Sanders, James Brooks, Steve Sewell, Carl Mecklenburg, Tim Spencer, Chip Banks, William Howard, Bob Perryman, and again, Steve McMichael. Nice. Take a closer look at, we'll just pull Jim Kelly's card for closer analysis. This kind of arch on the back reminds me of the Hoops cards from 90, 91-ish. That shiny silver elongated football at the bottom reminds me of the Lombardi Trophy. And some stats on the back for Jim Kelly. One of the NFL's top QBs since coming over after the USFL. And there you go, nice color headshot on the back, even with his helmet on. There you go, 1990 Fleer football. We will continue with our 91 Bowman. No gum in here, 1991 Bowman, just football picture cards. The same kind of cellophane type plastic wrap that Bowman baseball cards eventually were packaged in. Some Topps as well in 1990, like Topps baseball cards, but it wasn't until 92 that it was exclusively in that, that kind of plastic wrap. The design, though, looks very familiar. I mean, it looks just like the baseball cards from this year. Way to stretch, Bowman. Guy McIntyre, Reggie Johnson. Again, I love the college unis. That's great. A checklist. I don't have time to read all the names. Maybe we do. I'll put it aside. We'll see how we're doing on the clock. Don Mikowski, Vaughn Johnson, Kelvin Pritchett. Which guy is Kelvin Pritchett? Detroit Lions defensive end, Kelvin Pritchett. Neither of those are Detroit Lions. I'm going to assume it's the guy in the center of the photo, but I don't. The guy in the center also looks more like a quarterback wearing number 1. I don't know. Mike Horan, league leader. I like the gold foil stamp up there. That's cool. What did he lead the league in? Punting average. All right. Maybe should have guessed by the photo. Emmitt Smith. There you go. Emmitt Smith. Very nice card for him. Mark Robinson. Mike Pryor. Toy Cook. Gerald Williams. Mark Jackson. And Eric Davis. Not the Reds outfielder, but a 49er cornerback. Eric Davis. I think Emmitt Smith might be the pick of the pack. Let me know in the comments if this is a special one. Should I be sleeving this one? This Emmitt Smith from 91 Bowman? I don't know. There you have it. Emmitt Smith out of our Bowman. We'll put that one aside. Next to the Barry Sanders. Put the other Bowman cards over there. We'll do another Stadium Club, and then we'll save our 88 Topps for last. If you haven't subscribed already and you've watched us this far, please do. Do me that favor. I would absolutely appreciate it. Trying to make the channel grow by exposing new cards or getting a different audience here. Football, not usually our jam, but we'll do what we can. We'll continue. Ron Cox. That's C-O-X. I'm not saying a bad word. Please do not demonetize the video. His last name is spelled C-O-X. Sean Landetta. Nice single bar, Sean. Marcus, I'm going to say Coach or Coke. I don't know. Comments in the pronunciation are welcome. There's Toy Cook. Easy enough. We had Toy a moment ago. Interesting insert card here. Bet you didn't know where to find the best football coverage. It's on the back of this card. I didn't. Football's best coverage. How about that? Ads built in for the Sporting News. What a surprise. I used to subscribe to the Sporting News back in the day. Eugene Robinson. Craig Hayward, Ironhead, John Hand, Ethan Horton, Eric Martin, Brett Maxey, Jeff Lageman, again, help me with the pronunciation. There's Jeff, and Jim Harbaugh, quarterback number 4 for your Chicago Bears. We'll take a quick look at the backs for Cardception. Again, looking for the rookie card on the back is the card that we're holding. Not this time around. It'd be helpful if Bowman told us which was their Topps rookie card. All right, we're going to wrap it up with 88 football. 15 cards, 1 glossy card, 1 stick of gum. It's the whole package. All wrapped up in wax paper, so guaranteed to have some damage just from the wax itself. And the gum. Darryl Talley took a big hit from that gum. Sorry, Daryl, you deserved better. And again, with the checklist, I'm not going to have time to read it, but I'm grateful that the checklist took the wax damage. Obvious and visible through the camera even. All right, who else did we get in here? Our 1,000-yard club receiver is Ernest Givens. There's Mark Super Duper. Winslow, sure hands with the Chargers. Mike Gann. Brian Noble. Dwayne Bickett. Kenny Jackson. Mitchell on the run with the Cardinals. These are kind of the team leaders cards with the full schedule of their games. 15 games for the Cardinals? Did they only play 15 in 1987? Am I just now learning this? They didn't play a 16-game season in 1987? There's Tommy Kramer. Herschel Walker. Kozar lets it go with the Browns. It's their 15-week too. AFC Championship. That less said about that, the better. Carl Hairston, though, let's focus on his sideburns and mustache. Carl Hairston. Bill Moss tops All-Pro, and Gary Zimmerman round out our pack. All right, this has been Junk Wax Genius. Get back to football. But before you do, please do subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. We'll do football again next week with Monday Night Football, and we'll see you then. Thanks for watching.